means we have our active country director. And for some other reason, we cannot see it on this platform for now. But there are other old folks that are also part of the hierarchies in our midst that are working, together. We are working together with that we can be able to foster the growth and development of this initiative that we are undertaking. The truth is that let me make something clear on this platform this morning, Chief. This a philanthropic organization, and one will be listening is also trying to jot down some questions to call later and ask as to whether maybe the foundation has any political intent. But before we get to that, let it be blatantly clear this morning that our engagement with the Pakistan have nothing to do with politics, and we are not thinking of that for now. Our engagement has to do with us being humanitarian to the society.
Human
relationship.
All right, let's go back to the PRO. The CEO of the organization hails from Margibi, as the country director said. He's from right here in Habel with us. So the working of this organization or this foundation, is it only for Margibi, or you guys are open to other parts of Liberia?
Thank you very much. The operation of the foundation right now is not only restricted to Margibi County. But what happened is that the CEO, like he rightly stated, hailed from Margibi County here, and as such, he deemed it necessary that the foundation should have its origin here before spreading to other parts of Margibi County. So I want to say the foundation is not only restricted to Margibi County.
Okay, you guys have
and also to put my voice to his, the foundation as it stands holistically, it has a long-time plan.
Long-time
plan. So as such, our workings now, this is our route. So all of our workings and operations as it relates to all the beneficiaries that are benefiting from those items that are being distributed or that is to be distributed, what the Pakistan is are Danesians of district number 2. So we are trying to build out our relationship with our people here, with other counties, let's say all districts in Margibi County can be able to benefit.
Okay. Apart from the human-to-human relationship, the human-to-human engagements that you guys have had over the time, has there been a time that an institution has benefited from the goodwill of the A.Shaffah.Foundation? An institution?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say something. Maybe the country director will come to that. Yes, of course we have. We have been identifying with other institutions, and we basically one of the institutions that have benefited what the Pakistan has to do with the media, the member of the 4 estates. We have been able to identify with them what the Pakistan.
As an institution or individuals?
As institutions, not individuals.
Okay.
And also other institutions like Lidai and Infini have been able to benefit from our own initiative.
What specifically did you give to them?
Okay. Critically speaking, we have been able to provide rice. Rice. And other items, alcohol, have been, products that we have been offering to the less fortunate institutions around here.
Okay. Country director, you care to talk a bit about that also?
Yeah, just to add to what Mankodi just said, we have been visiting all of the recognized orphanages around Margibi here. And besides, like he rightly said, we visited the media institution doing a COVID-19 donation. And I think your radio station is let's say proof to that. Well, we visited them doing a COVID-19 distribution.
Okay. You imparted, or you made some donation also to the radio station here.
Sure.
All right. Apart from, as we said, the donation in other parts of the country, I'm told that you guys are basically focused on District 2 Margibi. Why is it that you guys are only focused to this part of Margibi? Is it that because the chairman hails from here or what? Let us PRO speak to that.
Okay. Thank you. We are focused mainly in district number 2, Margibi County, because I told you, that this is our reference point. Okay, that means this is where everything started. Like our secretary said, we have a long-term plan. So the foundation started in Margibi County, district number 2. It's not. It doesn't show the limitation of the foundation here. No, but it's in our long-term plan, like I said previously, that other parts of Margibi County going to stand to benefit from the foundation. But for now, we are focused in district number 2 in order to progress, and right after that, then we spread to other parts of Margibi County.
Okay, but
Remember Johnson Benedict Toba, no matter where you go, you know the roads that leads you.
yeah,
Right?
remember the
Yeah,
road
this way.
that leads you home.
Yeah, so.
So this is where you came from, and you can't go any other place without starting from here. And most especially impacting the lives of those in this community. So we are told that you guys have an upcoming plan to make some donation. You guys have planned to make some donation in the nearest time. So who will speak to that? Let's come to the country director, then the PRO will buttress.
Yeah, we will be visiting the biggest 5 communities
The biggest 5 communities
within Margibi.
in Margibi.
Cotton Tree communities, Baggage Farm communities, Dorostown community, Peterstown, and Lalo Unification Town.
Okay.
We visiting these 5 communities with the distribution.
What are the items that you be distributing? When you say distribution is open, somebody will want to know what you have to distribute.
Yeah, we will be taking to the communities the old folks, their independent food. Yeah, and we'll also be visiting the orphanages.
Orphanages.
Yeah.
Or PRO.
Yeah.
When we talk about donation, the expectation can be so huge. Most especially where we have the Independence Day celebration right around the corner. So you care to make some clarity as to the kind of items that you people will be distributing. Because when you say old folks now, someone must say someone will be thinking, say, oh, but they are coming get rest. 1 bag of red, 2 bag of red or something.
Yeah, definitely that old lady who will say that she's correct. Because as you hear from our deputy, it's for the old folks. So the expectation area, let the expectation be there, and it is there.
Okay.
But we are going to make clarity as whether or as how it is going to be. So when you have an expectation, how your expectation should go, it should not go beyond our plan. But
Okay.
actually the distribution is meant for the old folks.
The old
And
folks.
the items included in this distribution for this July 26, like you said, includes full items.
Full items.
So when we talk about full items, you just name the rest.
Okay.
So the distribution, as you are coming for it, we're gonna explain later before we leave today how the process is gonna be like.
The 5 communities you talk about, they are very large communities. The director is aware of that. Have you earmarked the key places that you want to target in this process of the distribution? Because you don't want to just go on randomly, into the communities and calling old folks. You see too many people coming. So what are the plans, or what plans have you put into place as to earmarking the places that you want to carry on the distribution in the 5 communities that you talk about?
Yeah, to that we will be for Cotton Tree. We will be dealing with the Creho community and
Creho.
Old Cotton Tree, and the distribution will be done right opposite the club in Cotton Tree there.
Okay.
So-
So
so
2
very
communities you'll be dealing with in country.
Yeah.
The Crab Hole community and Old Cotton Tree.
Yeah,
So,
and
go ahead.
for Baggage Farm, we will be dealing with the behind Baggage Farm market and the John Lake Village, the Farmington side,
Okay.
and the distribution will be done right to Baggage Farm market. For Unification Town, we'll be dealing with across the water and behind transit, the community behind transit there. We'll be dealing with it, and the distribution will be done right to Unification Town market.
Okay.
But for Peterstown, we will be right at the public school,
Okay.
and we'll be dealing with the entire Peterstown.
Okay. What's about Toronto?
For Dorostown, we'll be dealing with old Dorostown and that of Pastor Town.
Pastor
The
community.
distribution will be done right to Dorostown market.
Okay. While you have all these plans, it's good that you have all these plans set up. But then have you like strategized a plan, like a ticketing system that you have people coming from the specific community? Because you just leave it open. You said Cotton Tree be dealing with Crab Hole and Old Cotton Tree, right?
Yeah.
Somebody will say come from Congo and say I live in Crab Hole. Somebody will come from another community and say I live in the community. So how are you going to arrange it so that you will not get confused and people will not be shifting blame on the foundation?
Yeah, this week,
Okay.
we will be very busy with that. We will get to the communities to see how best we can identify the people that will be
Benefiting.
Yeah, that will benefit, and we will be targeting 50 to 55 persons.
From a community?
Yeah, from the community.
All right. You say currently you deal with 2 communities.
Two
So prep hold 50 to 55.
No, the two
Okay.
community will be targeting 50 to 55 persons.
Okay. Just whatever community you go to,
Yeah.
like Total 50 to 55% will be
Yeah.
the maximum number of people
Yeah.
expected to benefit. Honorable PR.
He have just said it clearly.
Okay.
That's just what I want to say.
Okay, so you guys are going to start doing the marking system or the ticketing system where you will get to know who are those expected to benefit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let me just through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this holistic foundation. So ourselves, we are always there trying to do our own distribution so that it can be chaos free. So ourselves, since we are dealing with people from diverse background, although we have been able to identify with them, we decided to get to the various community leaders that are also willing to help us within the process. And so ourselves, anytime this week, we will be deeply engaged into that. You know, as it relates to who are to benefit, maybe like the 55 or 50% that the director just talked about, we will make sure that at least the people can have their ticket, and then the area for which we're going to be doing the distribution, they can just come there and have easy access to receive their own items. And
in making some clarity, you said that this institution or this foundation has no political intention. I don't want to be like, but let me ask you this question. After all the donations, after all the community engagements and the benefits that people will be getting from you, what does the institution stand to achieve in the future? Because the people are not giving you money, you're not getting anything from them, but instead you're giving to them.
you know, Jackson, we live in a dispensation and time where our mind is flooded politically. That everything that our man does, maybe help 1 or 2 person in group or pay somebody's school fee. So I would say maybe the man won't be lawmaker.
And that's the reality.
So just for us, our workings are quite different. We are deeply involved into humanitarian work. Our anxiety to pay back to society, understanding that we ourselves have gone to bed with all 1 cup of rice or eating maybe 2 or 3 spoons a day. So I just the CEO, the ideology behind the entire foundation is the person that is willing to help society.
Just
free of charge. All we need is the continuous cooperation of our people.
What cooperation? Is it
the cooperation that they should be gratified or grateful or whatever that we give them. Like seriously. So the issue about that, what are we expecting something in time to come, like constituents will be going to SYZ maybe on that political issue. We are deeply now engaged into our humanitarian workings to give back to society. People that are less fortunate, at least that is tend to benefit. That the people feel part of life too.
Apart from Honorable Country Director, apart from just giving the food stuff, the food items and some other items to the community and people of the community, do you guys have other plans like opening school, clinics? The community has so many needs. A PRO, you want to speak to that?
Yes, I want to speak to that. The foundation, with the exception of distribution of food items, like you talk about opening schools and other stuff. So the last time we read our long-term goals for the foundation, that means what the foundation thinks to benefit in the nearest future. So we highlighted some of those things you just made mention of, especially about opening school, not just opening school, but opening school to provide low income for students who are not able to afford. So like if you are paying 10,000, then you come to the school, the A.Shaffah.Foundation is going to help you to acquire free education. So we have that in a plan, but that is part of our long-term goal.
And more to that, Joshua, you see the issue about the foundation here, presently now, we're just in conversation with the CEO. And we are also, he's thinking about that. And the first engagement as it relates to building human capacity, because that's one of the best things you can do for any human being, most especially our society that we find ourselves in now, to help building up human capacity. So he spoke about the issue getting engaged with early childhood learning. Yeah, so as time goes back, we will definitely, that is our first target. We can maybe offer scholarship to deserving students. Excellent students will be offering scholarship to deserving students. That will be our first area of target in terms of building human capacity.
Scholarship.
Yes, scholarship. So as time goes back, if I leave from that to an institution of our own that we can be running. Yeah.
All right. So to the country director, with all these good things that you people have listed, all of what you are doing, all institutions, all foundations are doing the same, and at the end of the day, all we see them do is to get involved with politics. What evidence can you give us to show us that at the end of the day, Honorable A.Shaffah will not come to this community one day to tell us, oh, my people, I won't be representative, I won't be senator? How do we believe you that this foundation, the CEO, has no political intention, not even in the farthest time?
Okay, let me just throw light to that. If you counted 2018, based upon our own engagement over the past time, 2018 to 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, that's 4 years, right? Not a day that maybe you have ever like see or engaged into any political act. But all our engagement have been over these years is been the issue that we are focusing on impacting people's life. That's evident. Okay. Another question maybe somebody will be asking, have you getting anything in return? Like maybe you are talking about appreciation, maybe one of these days you'll be coming back, I'll give a donation. Okay. What we have benefited in that of which it swears our heart with joy. The way the people receive us, the way they receive the gesture. It induces us to even do more out of our zeal to give back to the society. So that is enough. That willing spirit that they receive, the little we give them, they are grateful for it. And we see the kind of expression on their face, that's all we need. So to say that we have anything in the makings, or even if it be local, our long-term plan, that is not really mentioned there. That is not really mentioned there. But our main focus point, or we can say for now, like any other maybe organization we do in future, like we said, we are not thinking of that. Like seriously, our engagement now has to do with giving back to the society.
Yeah. Thank you for that question. But I want to speak boldly to the media. The issue about politics, I don't know, but it's something that will not evolve easily because people will keep questioning us, especially when it comes to politics. But to just tell you yes, no, we should be very careful. You know why? Our lives on planet Earth are being controlled by God. See, let's go a little bit biblical. The Bible says in Proverbs 19:21 that people will plan all kinds of things, but it is only God's will that is going to be done. What am I trying to say? Now, we will not appear in a studio because it's politics by itself is not something wrong, okay? But our focus for the foundation is humanitarian work. So we will not sit in the studio to just say yes, no, we hold that because we told you we have a long-term plan.
Yeah, so anything can fall in.
So
all right, we're about to open the line. 077969696 is the number. Those of you in Radio Land, you want to call and ask some questions. Probably you have benefited before from the gesture, the good gesture, or the goodwill of this foundation. You can call and testify. You want to find out how the distribution or the donation will be done. The country director is here. The guys are here, and they will answer your questions. The number is 077969696. Back to the director. This donation, this upcoming donation, each time, as I said, when you make mention of donation, people comes like with that kind of an expectation, right?
Sure.
And I told you, and I also asked you that have you planned or have you structured your targeted places and those that you're targeting? You say you've done that
Very well.
So when does the donation start?
The donation will be on the 25th of July.
Because the 26th is around the corner.
Donation will be on the 25th of July.
And you're going to cover the entire 5 communities on that same day.
Yes.
We actually have a team set up for that. Yeah. in terms of when we'll be talking, say, when you live on the other community, looking at maybe the issue about mobility. But we got people that already got a team that will be the San in the communities. That will be already there willing. They will be stationed there already, so that as much as you can, you bring your ticket as planned, you receive your donation and you go.
And the ticketing system, how is it going to be like? Is it based on residential legality? Like you have a house in the community, or you just see someone in the community and say, okay, send you here, your old folks, and we can give you a ticket, and on the 25th come and get delivery of the donation. How are you guys doing it?
Let me speak to that. I think you asked the question previously, and our deputy just told you it is administrative process. We're going to work on that to know how it's going to be like. That's why we get from now to the 25th.
Time is running.
Okay, time is running, but that's easy thing for us. We're going to work on that. So for the ticket issue, we're going to decide how it's going to be like. So for that, I want us to hold it because we are working on that. So
you are working on it.
We are working on that for now.
And more to that, Joshua. More to that. I think you listened to me in my expose earlier on. I mentioned that we are contacting various communities heads. These are people that know the legal resident of that particular locale. So I shows to the best people we are expecting to work with. They are already giving us the green light.
What are some plans you have for young people in your long range plan that you just talked about? What are the plans you have for the young folks?
Yeah, as well. We are actually thinking of youth empowerment. Like my colleague said, in the future, we will work on the youth empowerment, but also doing it quick. We will be hosting a tournament.
Okay.
We are also thinking about school tournament, where it will be between various schools, and the top students will be awarded.
What kind of a tournament? Is it quizzing? Is it debate? Is it football?
Like I said, quizzing tournament. We'll be hosting, the first will be a quizzing tournament, where we'll be able to identify top students, and through that means they can also enroll on the foundation scholarship. That is our plan.
So you have the empowerment plan for young people.
Yeah.
You'll be organizing tournaments in the educational area. All right, 077-969-696 is the number, and you can call this morning. The program is Community Discussion. It's on PZFM every Tuesday and Thursday. It runs up to 10:20, and we are here today playing host to some young guys from the A.Shaffah.Foundation. The PRO is here, the country director is here, and the Secretary General is also here, and they are speaking to a wide range of issues as it pertains to the foundation and its engagement. All right, so this morning we are here and the line is open for your interaction. Let's go back to the General Secretary. You're one of those who live here with us in this community, in this locality. What do you hear from people when it comes to the A.Shaffah.Foundation and this operation?
The last donation we made, honestly speaking, few months after beneficiaries were like asking, I said, when you're coming back? Yeah, and you said that one of these days, because normally when we're doing the distribution, we all give then our word that one of these days, the person that are sending these things or making these things available will come, you'll see the person. So they are eager to see him. Yeah, and more to that, Johnson. I never shed tears during our last donation.
Where?
Around the Barclay Farm Bell.
And what were you donating?
We're donating rest. At the time, I was the man behind the camera. Yeah, when I asked the lady about how she feel about this little acting she received, because at the time, we had some level of challenges. So what we decided to do at the time was like paying 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Yeah. But that little amount was highly appreciated, and you could see that joy in the excitement in that lady's face. I have to say, maybe at that time, maybe it couldn't come, she couldn't have survived that particular day. So these are things that we have been seeing all the past time. You are aware also that I am a media practitioner, right? We go to some places and we hear things, most especially when it comes to the foundation. So there are a lot of positive things that people are saying about the foundation. They are always there appreciating the effort of our CEO, Augustine Shaffah.
Okay. Honorable Country Director, you also here with us. Have you been hearing people talking about your foundation? What do they say?
Yeah, like for every time I visit any of the communities that we pass through with distribution, I will always be greeted like I'm the one who, yeah.
They see the CEO in you.
That's my own proud, and appreciation for them too. But every time I pass by, people, one or two persons from the community must benefit me. Like the last time I visited the dad finished orphanage, the mother there was very happy to see me, even though I went without donation. I just want to speak to the kids. She was very happy, and the kids appreciate my going there. So when I think about that, I always feel motivated to want to wholeheartedly work for the foundation.
So how does the CEO feels when he goes into such an expenditure, because getting the items that you people donate has to do a lot of expenditure? How does he feel? What does he say?
Yeah, like we said, for the CEO, he's someone who tasted hard time. Yeah, so for every time we do this donation, and we are interacting with the recipients, we send the recordings to him. He see them, and with their blessing that he offers to him, he always feel motivated and want to do more. For every time we speak with him, you don't hesitate to do more.
When was the last time he visited?
The CEO was here last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Was he here for another donation, or he came just to pay a visit?
Yeah, he came just to pay a visit.
And you guys talking around?
He actually, I think I needed something out. He came purposely for the county projects. We had a very huge project for the county 2021.
What is that project?
We actually printed tracksuit jerseys and provide the county materials, but it did not work the way we wanted it.
How did you expect it to work?
The director came, the CEO came with the family, so that in giving these things to the country, because for everything you do, you want to see the appreciation, more especially when you work hard to provide. You want to see the appreciation. So we want to work and prepare these things in consultation with the county coach. That is,
when was that? You said 2021.
2021. He promised us that there were going to be a match hosted where the CEO will be there to give these things to the boys. But instead, he delayed and called us overnight. And the foundation is operating on a transparent basis. So we don't operate like that, where we'll be hiding things to give it so that you will benefit from so and benefit from so. So when he did it, when he informed the CEO overnight that the boys are already on the camp, we should carry the things, that was how he told him no.
The CEO said no.
Yeah, the plan was most of him or one of the county team friendly matches, and I will come there and give the things to the boys.
But why does the CEO want to make carry on a donation in public? You say you have no political intention, it's just a goodwill gesture. Even if you should give it to them at night, the thing is at least they should receive it, and at the end of the day, people should be in the know that A.Shaffah was the one who did this.
Yeah, like I said, and like I said, I think if you are doing something, you want to be appreciated. We don't want any kind of foul play, because actually the thing was, the coach anticipation was to receive these things, keep it aside, and also get from other places. So I think in that case, we were never going to be appreciated.
So then what did you do since your expectation was not met?
Okay. Yeah, let me just add to the honorable acting director. Chief, the high-end money there, right? Okay. That money was sent there. And before we started printing the materials, we were in conversation with him.
The CEO.
The coach.
The coach was in conversation with him, and the agreement was that one of the county friendly matches, at that time we will come there and make the donation.
where the stadium will be crowded.
Where people will be there, because we want people to see our workings. Let it be aware of our workings. Like seriously, it's not that we are maybe keeping expectation of something in return. And like you just mentioned that you have no political intent. Why you want to do it in public? The truth is that let me be here, chief. That money the man spending. So I shows we all made an agreement with you. Let's stick to it. There was no plan B. Let's stick to it. And the issue about donating that, where calling us overnight to carry there and donate a buffet, it was not legal.
It was not legal.
It was not legal. Because this accounted thing, we're doing it continuously in the night, chief.
That's what I'm asking. Then what happened next? Because your expectation was not met. You did not expect this coach to call you at night, and then he did. So what did you do with the item?
Okay. The foundation as it stands, we still has it in our possession. We were very disenchanted in the fund amount for which the coach at the time was going back to. The manner in which he wanted for things to go, it wasn't very at our taste. So that shows we decided to keep the items for the next county meet.
The next county meet. So when you tried giving it first, was it for a county meet? You say one of the county matches, right? Friendly match or whatever occasion. Why now the county meet? Because
normally Magibi can't participate in the country meet, right?
Sure.
So what I'm trying to say. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, but the thing is very clear. It's very clear. Let me be honest. Let me be honest with you. The whole thing is about. It was about sponsoring the national county sportsmen in Magibi County, but like my colleague said previously, the conversation, the way it went on, the CEO was being disappointed when he arrived in Liberia. I was with him that very night when our coach for Magibi County called. And the man, our CEO, A.Shaffah, arrived in Liberia last year. That was in the month of December. Am I correct? December. Now, the coach for Magibi County did not place a call to the CEO, and he was being notified that the CEO is on the ground. Okay.
Upon the arrival of the CEO.
Okay. Yes.
He did not place a call.
No. Now, what annoyed or what was disappointing was that all along that when I get to Liberia, all those items we have for the county, it's not about doing it publicly, but even he said when our boys are on camp, we can come there, but let it be in the daytime. Then we can donate those items to them, at least to motivate them in the game. But the disappointing aspect was that the coach called the CEO in the night time to carry those items. He said no. Then we can carry the item because that was not the proper way.
Even if you're the carrier at night, when you're not going with your team, you have your cameraman, you have everybody set. Why only when the place is overcrowded or when it's during the daytime and when people are around that you want to make the donation? I think the coach called you at that time thinking that it was the right time, and the boys for whom the donation was meant for, they were all around, so he thought it was the right time that you could carry the item and make the donation.
Yeah, I just told you, it's not about being public, but why you call cameraman and we had camera?
Usually you go in the field with your team of reporters, your cameraman. Shaffah just said once upon a time he was the man behind the camera, so I want to believe that each time you're making your donation you have it on camera.
Yeah, towards that, we why the reason why we put hold to these things was because the coach couldn't tell us why he had changed in plan. And I think we wanted to know why he had to change his plan overnight, but he couldn't justify it. So we felt he had different intent. Okay, so to a point, why if you go and prepare for the county team to go to the county meet, right? And you carry those items, but because the coach he want to let's say overgain, he keep aside what you gave him without using it to the county meet. How do you feel about that?
Was that what you people insinuated?
Yes,
that, all
we
the
actually
posts.
prepare for the county team. That is, we were doing the preparation that the boys would use what we provided for the county team.
During the county meeting?
Yeah, for the county team. So we just wanted him to justify to us why he wanted to hold these things over night, but he couldn't justify. So we came up with after we had the Hurricanes meeting, we came up with insinuation that probably the guys wanted to keep the things aside
for their self gain.
Yeah. And that was why we never wanted.
And since then you said you have the items being kept for this year's county meet. So apart from the items you already have, do you have other plans also for the upcoming county meet? Because food is one of the very important aspects of the community.
Okay. Yes, we have other plans in identifying with the county team as it relates to the upcoming county meet, and that our plan will be disclosed when we have done our in-hall work.
Okay, but definitely you have plans.
Yeah, we have plans.
077969696. We will be wrapping up very shortly. The program is community discussion. We're here on P7 Tuesday and Thursdays. And today is Thursday. We're playing host to a team of young people, young guys, and they are from the A.Shaffah.Foundation. And I'm told this foundation has been around for quite some time, making some donation to our communities around this locality. And they are here to tell us about another upcoming donation that is expected to be made on the 25th during the eve of the Independence Day celebration. And according to them, the donation will target old folks, and they will be donating
old folks and orphanages.
Okay, old folks and orphanages, and they will be donating food items. So you are there, probably you benefited before from their goodwill gesture, and this time around you want to inquire how the donation will be done, and what are the items they will be donating, and who are those that the donation will be affecting. You can call and make your views heard on the platform this morning. But we're still here. Let's come back to the country director. Women empowerment is a very important aspect. You talk about the young people, you talk about the old folks, the orphanages. What about women?
Yeah, the old folks, women are included, and the youth empowerment. You also see girls. But besides, I think the director the CEO is also working on opening a trade school for women.
Okay, we'll talk about women.
Yeah, that is one of our plans.
Vocational.
Yeah, vocational training for women.
And how will it be structured and how will it be run? Is it because normally, as your PRO said, when you're opening the school, you'll be targeting people who are low income earners. They don't have enough money to send their children to school. You'll be opening such school for the children. What about the vocational area? Will it be the same, or you'll be collecting money?
Yeah, to be frank with that, let me speak to it. You cannot run a kind of vocational school without basic fund, but I can assure you that they will not pay money like while they will not be able to afford.
Okay.
We will definitely come to the community and ask them questions what they can afford, and based on that we'll be able to work with them.
And more to that, the issue about our institutions running as it relates to the vocational school you're talking about, you will only get duties when we already come up with our plan of action.
Okay, let's see if we can take this person. Sam, good morning, my brother. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. That's why I'm to my friend and brothers in studio.
Okay.
I call him Peterson.
Welcome. Let's hear you, bro.
Yeah, I want to ask as to whether the organization is registered with the government, or whether the government is aware of the existing in this country, whether they have the method, material, set for church initiative.
Okay.
Because you have to pass through the ranks and parts of internal affairs ministry to give you a certificate accreditation.
Okay.
And so forth, whether they have that. And then, if so, then I want to actually tell them that their gestures should focus around the old folks and other needed people and not the country soccer team. Because the soccer team there has a budget that is operating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the focus will be there much. So I just my advice.
Okay.
So
Thank you for your question and your recommendations. So you listen to him. Yeah, he asked whether you guys are legitimate. Does the government know about your operations in Liberia as a foundation?
Yeah. Everything you want to speak of that?
Yeah, to that I would say yes. When we started the foundation, we passed through all of those processes. We got our article corporation, we got everything.
Okay. Let's hold you and talk to this person. We'll get back to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Your name and where you go from.
Anyway, I'm Brian at Community for the Black Channel.
Okay, Brian. Welcome.
Let me say thank you to your blessing you.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate it and what the blood and giving to me that you know with hard working with people on ground to make sure that transparency is shown. Because in so we Liberia, so because of it's not fair, we are not transparent. We are saying that good things are supposed to happen in this country will not happen. Like what the lady just said, somebody will come up, their human mind, their heart end, to make sure that ordinary men or other people benefit, and somebody will just want to come and talk at something. I don't think it will be fun. So why is it that you call the man for a program or to show up to do a particular thing, maybe let's be calling and say no.
Yeah.
When it's come to you have something over your feet. And as the other caller just said that, I think it will be good that we focus on the less fortunate and the old folks, because the transit thing, I think they have a budget. One lot of less fortunate old folks.
Okay.
But our lawmakers and other humanitarians, they are not focusing on them. They are focusing on those that can afford only because they want to be heard or they want to get to power. But I think if we can just focus on the less fortunate and the old folks as they are doing now, I think it will be fun. So let me applaud them for
Have you been following the workings of this organization, or this is your first time hearing of the A.Shaffah.Foundation?
Yeah, I heard them before. I heard about them before. Yeah, but I think as I listen to the guy in the studio, from what they are saying, other references that they're making, giving you radio feed, and the church to be a witness. I think what all they are saying, I don't think they have come with deception or with lies. Yeah, but I think they are saying the truth. If God is here, let me forgive them and maybe. But I want to know whether somebody can come in to partner with A.Shaffah, somebody with like mine, whether you can accept or how it feel like.
All right. Thank you. They got the question. But let's go back to the incorporation you were talking about. Honorable Director, they asked you whether the government is in the know of your operation. You said you did all of your processes.
Yeah, we did all of the processes. We got all of our documents before we started operating.
Okay.
So everything.
To the recommendation of the callers, they say you should focus mostly on less fortunate people than focusing on the county team that already has a set budget for operation. What do you make of that recommendation?
Yeah, we hold it constant, and for the county project, like we said, we were only doing it because we wanted to identify with the county at a particular time. But mostly our operation has been with orphanages, old folks, and less fortunate.
Okay.
And to append my voice to his, the truth is that this man that is behind this dream has a football origin.
Okay.
He has passion for football.
Okay. He's been in the field before.
Identifying with the county team wasn't an error, but it was just another way that of showing his own concern in law. Because if you look at the county team at the time, most of the players on the county team, they and Dallas play football together here in Habel.
Okay.
So I just the issue about payback was critical to him.
Okay.
So that's how I decided to take that.
All right. So the question that caller that just dropped the line asked as to whether you guys are open up to partnershiping with other people who are like-minded.
Yeah, we are willing to work with anybody who is also willing to volunteer, because we are volunteer workers.
Okay. You're not working for money, so
No.
anybody willing to partnership or wanting to partnership should come with volunteerism.
Sure.
All right. 07779699696. We got 22 minutes past 10. Very shortly we'll be taking leave on this program, but we're still here. A community discussion playing host this morning to team members from the A.Shaffah.Foundation. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead. Let's hear your name and where you join us from.
My name is Jeffrey.
All right, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm going to share the A.Shaffah.Foundation. Thank you. We monitoring the process, but then we get to understand that they are helping less fortunate people. And then in a platform, we don't have our education, educators. So we want to say thank you to them.
Yeah.
They was organizing a spelling competition. We will be coming to that foundation for help.
Okay.
Begging them.
Okay. What's the name of your institution?
The name of the institution is called the Heart of Hope Peace Network.
Okay. And you guys will be having a spelling bee competition. You said when?
We said next academic school year. We wanted to do it this year, but we're looking for sponsorship. No sponsorship, umbrella.
So you would like for the A.Shaffah.Foundation to tap into your operation?
That's problem I using. So for next year, we'll look up to them too.
All right. Thank you. You listen to him.
We need to fly the logo of A.Shaffah.Foundation.
All right. Thank you. You listen to him.
Okay. Well, quickly, let me just respond to that because he talked about education. I'm of the strong conviction that he wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Or he didn't start the show. However be it, it's good that we make some clarity. We had a long-term plan where in future, the Danisians of Magibi County, school-going kids will be a beneficiary to education. And we're also thinking about building human capacity.
Okay.
And I think you listen to the country director, you talk about the issue about the vocational school that's to come. So we are not just basically focusing, one in specific area or maybe certain people will just be benefiting, but we just have to start in this direction for now. So as time goes by, little by little, when we work on our goals, then we can be able to start achieving them one by one.
Okay.
So education is within our long-term plan, and which is very much cardinal, Chief.
He just asked that he would need the help of the foundation council next year during the spelling bee competition. Country director.
Yeah, to that we will be willing to work on them. These are people we will want to work with.
Okay. All right. 07779699696. We're about to wrap up. So just before we go, the donation, as you said, will be on the 25th of this month. And you say you're targeting how many communities?
5 communities. Barclays Farm Community,
Alright.
Peterstown, Torontown, Unification Town, and Cotton Tree.
All right. And you said how many persons will be benefiting from each of the communities you just listed?
50 to 55 persons.
Okay, from each community. All right. So on the 25th, our old folks should expect to get something for the 26th celebration from the A.Shaffah.Foundation. So how will you care to leave us, Honorable? But let's start with the Secretary General, then the Director will close it off.
Okay, let me say thanks to the managerial team of Peace FM that have afforded us the opportunity to sit on this platform to propagate the issue about the foundation workings. We're hoping that we can able to be here again to talk more about other donations that is expected to be made in future. And also we ask and pray that we ask the listening audience to be with us in prayer for the CEO himself, this kind-hearted man, so that at least God can continue to bless him, God can continue to be able to fill his pocket so that he can be able to do more and achieve those things that he have in mind.
Thank you. Your name again?
Preston Bill Safa,
Here you are.
the secretary
All right.
for the foundation.
All right. The next person, our PRO.
Thank you very much. Again, I want to say I'm honored this morning to actually be on a platform to talk to our people again. Actually, it's indeed a pleasure. And to our people out there, for the outcoming donation, what I want to say shortly is that just want you to make your way there to all the designated sites that our deputy just made mention of.
Okay.
And as you are coming there, All you need to do is come with good moral conduct. We don't want distraction.
Okay.
We don't want fighting.
Okay.
So, folks, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who have been listening to us, all of our supporters and all of our well wishers who are there, always listening to us. I want to say a big salute to you all.
Okay. The name again.
My name is Daniel D. Colley Jr.
And you are.
And I'm the PRO for the A.Shaffah.Foundation.
All right. Honorable Country Director, let's hear you.
Yeah, firstly, I want to say I'm grateful to be here. Thanks for hosting us.
Okay.
And to the few callers, I
Mhm.
want to say we are grateful to them. And for those of them who are willing to work with the foundation, we are also willing to work with them.
Okay.
And to the people in the community, I want to say to them we will be coming to the community with the exercise. So they should hope on seeing us this week to carry on with the exercise, and we hope they cooperate with us
And it will be climax on the 25th.
on the 25th.
All right. What's the name again?
Yeah, the name is Miles Deputy, the Active County Director.
Okay. Thank you for coming, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So that's how we leave you on today's edition. The country director, the PRO, the general secretary, they've been here speaking about a range of issues concerning the foundation. Just until the next time I catch you, I've been Joshua Benedict bidding you a good Thursday. Bye bye.